Might we just lend our hearts to what is happening in the space that is the face of conflict for us in so many ways, in the Middle East, and of course in all of the spaces where conflict is taking on a very masculine energy. And I'd like for us to flood the compassion, the love, and the wisdom of the divine feminine into these spaces now. I'd love for us to hold the space for knowing that what is happening is an immense expression of something in some way that is meant to be. And I'd love for us to wash into the hearts of those that have lost beloveds, loved ones, and for our hearts to flood into the souls and spirit that have held the space, that have lost life here in the physical dimension, and that are holding the space beyond the physical dimension for clarity, communication, and connection. I'd love for us to lend our compassion to those that are living still in such a painful space of not understanding, not having the tools or the wherewithal, much less the physical resources to generate some semblance of safety and well-being. And if we can just hold a space in a moment of silence together here, feel that we can open our hearts and drop into chakra 10, ground ourselves deeply in the greater self version of us, and allow that love to infiltrate every aspect of our being, to infiltrate into the parts of us that get afraid, the parts of us that retaliate inside of that fear in some way that is deconstructive, and to lend our hearts into that aspect of our own presence that seeks to find stability in the face of conflict and turmoil and the great unknown. When we are triggered or we are in an upheaval of some sort, that we allow the compassionate love to flood into the parts of us that seek to be filled in with higher consciousness. For when we do this in our own personal space, we are available for those around the world. We transmute the bandwidth of human consciousness by the elevation of our own. As we cultivate sacred space within, we generate a vibrational frequency of reform, a vibrational frequency of unity, of elevation, of healing, a return to wholeness, an exploration, a fulfillment into the great journey of being human. As we allow compassion to fill the spaces within ourselves and for each other here, we build a bigger body, a bigger being. Collectively, we have the potency to impact what is happening in terms of war, loss of life in the physical realm, abuse of the preciousness of humanity, to create sacred space on our beautiful planet for Mother Gaia. In this moment, let us take some silence to lean into the expansion that we can access and draw those in need into this loving presence that we are generating together. Draw them in close and hold them dearly. Blazing the bonfire of your own heart, transmuting the dissonant energies. Let the golden light emerge. Let it expand through you out into the world. And bring your attention overhead. Align as a ray of light underneath where your mind's landed just now. And breathe in the belly and exhale down through this ray of light, offering this to Mother Gaia, the divine feminine, the greatest wisdom, source landing. And let it flood in. Filling the vessel that is I am. Allowing my presence here on this planet to be a beneficial one, that I might serve more than my personality, that I might serve the highest good. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale for peace. And inhale and exhale for a greater love. And inhale and exhale for healing and wholeness awake. And a breath in, exhale. And so it is.